Hi, everybody. June here from Red Daisy Crafts. Thanks for joining me today. Today is Sunday, June 9th. We're celebrating my grandson's 9th birthday today as well. So we have been to birthday party and home again, and I'm ready to do some crafting with you. We have some fun alternate card ideas ready for you today. I have about 3 of them. Let's just talk about a couple of things really quick. Tomorrow is the last day for you to sign up for the June paper pumpkin. That paper pumpkin is going to be featuring all the in colors, so that's exciting. It's bright and colorful. There's a little bit of fruit, I think peaches and maybe some apples. There's going to be a theme there going on. It's got a little bit of a watercolor idea to it. So excited to get that paper pumpkin next. Today we're going to play around a little bit more with the Best There Is, the made paper pumpkin. And we have here in front of us the cards that the kit was designed for. We made those on our unboxing video a couple of weeks ago. So if you didn't see that, please go back and you'll find that in my Facebook group, and then also on my YouTube channel. You can find those videos. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining today. Glad that you're here. Please comment or like or subscribe so that I know that you're here. And the next thing I wanted to do was just kind of go through some of the cards we've made already as alternate cards. And so we have this one we made last week, and it's a really fun card. Got this idea from the sheet loads sketch thing that comes out every month. This card was also an idea that I got off of, oh gosh, I can't remember who I got this from. It was in the video we did on this one, but I love it because it's got a little place here for you to stick a gift card into it. So really fun card with that one. This was a bit of a fun fold card. We've made this one before, but really a cute card idea using a lot of the pieces from the kit. And I have brought in the, this is the same, it's just some different colors of ink here. And bringing in the brass butterflies and some of our other brass elements, as well as the Country Woods DSP. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining today. This was a fun fold we did with our first unboxing. And so I've got 3 new card ideas to share with you today. We'll get these out of the way so we can dig into those. The first one is a gatefold card. I'm going to put you guys down to the table so you can see better. So let's just figure out where we go. There we go. So this is a bit of a gatefold card that we're going to make, and using most of the elements from the kit, and just bringing in a couple of things. I am bringing in the adhesive backed metallic gems and the DSP, the Country Woods DSP, bringing in that. The rest of this, oh, I did use my 2 3/8 circle punch, which I don't think we have in the catalog anymore. You could use a circle die. I use a decal circle right here die on there. So really fun card. So I'm gonna just take this belly band just slides right off of there. And on the inside, I used the Country Lace DSP I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a very light color so that you could still stamp or add a little text in here, a message of some sort. So very simple card base here that we are using from the kit itself. I've got most of the pieces already ready to go. So all I did was take the card base from the kit and I scored it at 2 1/8, and I just did it a smidge um less. Okay, so instead of being on the line, I could see the line. Okay, just that little of a difference, just so whenever this closes, it closes nicely. It's not like overlapping by any means. Okay, and then we have all the pieces from our belly band to create. So I've already cut this piece of DSP. This is the one side and this is the other. This again comes from that DSP pack, the country lace. Yeah, it's country lace. The number is 163415. This is really a beautiful pack of DSP. You know, if you wanted to have a little bit more of a feminine look on some of the cards, this would be a really beautiful pack to get. And so this side looks a little bit like denim. I don't know how good you can see that, but it's got like a little texture like denim. And so as you can see here, we have the Misty Moonlight. I'm going to guess that that is a gray. Let's see what colors are in here. Yeah, that's Smoky Slate. So you have basic beige, Misty Moonlight, petal pink, and Smoky Slate. So, you know, just a little bit of a texture that has a floral in it. This is kind of a bit of a pinstripe with a dot. Again, they're just very light colored, muted colors. Here's the petal pink with some dots. Here we have the basic beige. Looks a lot like these other ones that had a little bit of a floral to them. As you can see, the back side of here again looks like a bit of denim, but the smoky slate. And we have, that's the blue sheet I already showed you. This is the one we're using in our card today. And so this is just a really lovely pack of paper that will would be a nice add to this. So we have that piece, and once we put this in here, it'll help to stabilize the back because you still do have your score line that was already in your card base. Okay, and then from the Country Woods, I just have a 2-inch, actually this is 1 7/8 inch piece of DSP. So 1 7/8 inch wide, and it's actually 12 inches right now. I'm going to cut off 2 for us to make the belly band. I have the deckled circle that I showed you. This is the piece that we cut out from the card layer that is in the kit. So we cut that. It's a 2 3/8 inch circle, so it gives a bit of a wider frame around there. This is from the card layering piece in the kit. This is 1 3/4 inch. Is that right? Or is it 1 1/4? No, 1 1/2. This is 1 1/2 by 3 3/4 is what this piece is. I have the strip, that die cut piece of strip that was in the kit already. Then I have some of the twig elements that were in the kit. I have the Misty Moonlight piece and the Wild Wheat. We're going to use the Wild Wheat ink pad. And I have a banner piece from the kit. We're going to do something just slightly different on this one. For this one, I use this piece here, and I've I glued this down, I flipped it over and cut it off on the back side so that it was flush with that circle edge, okay? And so we are going to go ahead and trim this piece down. So I'm going to take 2 inches off so that we have, we don't have too much for our belly band. So you don't actually need 10 inches, but it just makes it easy. So I'm going to get rid of that piece right here. And my paper is falling that I was showing you. So I'm just picking that up. And then we are going to get started here. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and do some stamping on this little banner piece and get our sentiment put on here. For this one, so I wanted to tell you what I ended up doing this week while we're at this juncture. So, we had a stamp that said, with love to the, with love and admiration to the most amazing person. Well, I cut it because I could. You don't have to. But now I have one that says with love and admiration, and I have one that says to the most amazing person, which I kind of love. And if I ever want it all back together, I can certainly put it back together and use it all as one again. But I liked having the ability to change it up. So we are going to just use the most amazing person to the most amazing person. I believe it'll fit right on here, just barely. So that's what we're going to put on here using the wild wheat. Hi, Wanda. So glad you're here. Hope everything is going well for you today. I don't know if you heard me at the beginning, but we had my grandson turn 9 today, and so we went to a little pizza party for him, and that was fun for us. We don't get to see them that often, so it was lovely to see the kids today, and get back in time. So here we go. To the most amazing person right there. So easy. And then we will put our card together. So like I said, I have this piece here. This piece was cut to 4 inches by 5 1/4. And we're just going to lay it on the inside of here, centering it between the 2 score lines that we put in for the gatefold. I'm going to get my bone folder and just spread out that glue. And so our gatefold closes very nicely. Okay, so I'm going to burnish those edges like so. And then we're going to bring this around here, and I'm going to try and line it up so that we are on a straight here. There we go. And that. So now we have those lined up. This little belly band can get kind of glued down right here. So I'm just going to put some glue right there and then hold that in place for the belly band. You're a bit late. You had a birthday. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had a good time. We went to pizza place, and just a small little gathering. And oh my gosh, he picked out this birthday cake. He kept saying it was watermelon. And we just didn't understand a watermelon cake, but it was decorated like a watermelon. I guess he likes watermelon a lot. But the cake frosting tasted like watermelon. It was so weird. It was very unusual. So, all right, now we have our other belly band that we put together here. So we're gonna go ahead and layer up all these pieces in a similar fashion. So I just took this piece here and I'm just gonna glue it down onto that chevron looking piece that came in the kit. Again, both of these came from the kit. So I'm just kind of lining it up so it's evenly spaced at the top and the bottom, like so, and giving a little edge here. All right. Then we are going to layer our twiggy pieces here. We're going to use all of this. And I guess I'm going to do it this way. This was a little bit different because I have a different one at the top than I have at the bottom. Now, I am doing this a little bit off. I'm tilting this a bit so that I have some of the wild wheat showing more over here. And then you can see there that the blue, the Night of Navy, is coming over this way. So it's going to have a little bit of a different effect than what we had before. It's okay. And we could always turn it the other way even if we wanted to on this one, which I might try to do. All right, so that piece is ready to go. Then we are going to, that we don't do anything with right now. This is going to get layered onto here. And this piece is going to come off like that once we get it all put together. So I'm not ready to put that on at this point, but I can put these two together. So let's just go ahead and put a little glue right here. And I'm going to layer this circle. I want to make sure I guess have it somewhat straight. This is the tree line. Okay. And like so. All right. Then this piece was a little bit larger and I wanted it to be larger. At first it seemed like a lot larger, but what I ended up deciding to do was have this chevron piece almost cut off half of it so that it wasn't so much white showing. So we're going to do that really quick. So we're just going to add this piece on top of here. So I'm just I'm using my grid paper to just line all this up. Oh, there we go. So it's a little more than half showing on here. And then we're going to put this on top of here, like so. All right. And that's going to go on with some dimensionals. All right. So we'll put that on with some dimensionals. So let's just flip this over, get my dimensionals here. Oh, I'm just down to edges on this one. Let me get a different one. I could use the edges, but I'd rather wait till I need edges to use that. So I just added some dimensionals to the back of here. And now we're gonna turn this and make sure our tree is standing upright when we put this down, like so. All right, so it's a little bit different Not a lot, but a little bit different than the other one. And then this will get glued onto the front of the belly band, like so. Okay. Now this one I was figuring could come off to the side. So I could even move this over on the belly band so that this piece is a little more centered. Not entirely sure I want that. I think that'll be fine. But I do realize, like, whatever I do put off the side of here, like, this is the end of the card, so I just have to be mindful of that. So I think we're going to need to be a little bit more on that circle than not. So let's see if we do this here, like so. There we go. I'll put this down here. Oops, flat like that. And get that laying down. So now that's on this line. This is lined up. That way it's even, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. They're not like cockeyed going. And then we'll just put this over like so. And put that onto the belly band. So this here is going to go onto the belly band like so. There we go. Again, just using my grid lines to line things up. So I have our piece here lined up on that line and our belly band lined up on this line. So it's, you know, fairly straight. Okay. So then we can put that onto our card face like so. Like that. Yeah, I think it looks good too. Yeah, it's a little bit offset, not, you know, all in the center. And then I wanted to add some of these metal gems. Again, they're called adhesive back metallic gems. Where in the world is the opening? Here it is. All right. So I used the gold on that. I think still I like that, but I was thinking to maybe try some of the silver this time. So I don't know. What do we think? What do we think? I'll put them up here. So, oops, put that down the wrong way. All right, so that there. And then one more small one. I think I'll put it down here by itself. And there we have that. What do you think? I think that's pretty. So let's put our other one together. So these are, you know, very similar, obviously, but just showing you, you know, you can do things differently. You don't have to do them the same. All right, this one has the gold on it, and this one has the silver. We have the same sentiment. You know, basically they're the same, just some different ultimate options. Now, I did want to tell you, this circle and this circle, they came out of the same layering piece. Okay, so I was able to get 2 circles out of that. I didn't have to waste you know, the whole piece for it, and that made that a lot nicer. But those are really cute. I like the idea, and it could be used for anybody. man or woman. I do think that these are more masculine looking cards, but at the same time, the sentiment is very much, gender neutral. All right, our next card I think is a lot of fun. I hope you like it too. And this is taking a lot of the DSP from the Country Woods set. And really, again, this is one of the sheet loads of I can never think of the name, but sheet loads. It's the sketch from the sheet loads. And we just took a lot of different pieces from the DSP and then brought in some of the elements, very little, but some of the elements from the card kit, and created this card. So I used the "You're the Best There Is" on the outside, and then on the inside, I just used that "To the Most Amazing Person." Again, just keeping it simple, using the metallic brads or adhesive back metallic gems here. And so I have a lot of this already pre-cut, ready to roll right here. So we will put this card together. So, oh, I'm so glad you like them. Thank you both for being here. I love when y'all can join. So glad you're here. All right, so let's see what all we have here. So I'm gonna burnish the card edge right here. Get that nice and smooth. All right, then I'm not sure I need this piece. We're gonna do a bit of stamping on our little twigs here, and I have my half circle ready to roll for our sentiment. Okay, and we have our basic white card base. All right, I had another one just in case because this was the other half of this one, but I actually think it's going to work out just fine. So I don't know that I'll need this one, so we'll set it up there. All right, so this piece here that gets mounted to the front of the card base is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Now this is Calypso Coral, and I like that it's a little bit stronger color on here because this color is really the petal pink, but they coordinate. Calypso Coral and petal pink, they coordinate well together, so that's what we're using here. Now, this is from the DSP, the Country Woods DSP, and so I have 2 pieces here that are cut for this each side of here, and these pieces are 3/4 by 4.5. So you got 2 of those. All right, so they're going to go just like that. All right, then we have a piece for the center, and this is 1.5 inches by 4.5 inches, and that's going to go right here like so. So we have that piece. All right, so we're going to stamp on here, stamp on those. This piece is the piece that's going to go across there. So the Calypso Coral piece is 1 inch by 4.25. So it goes the full width of the card. And then this is 3/4 of an inch by 4.25. So it goes across like that. Oh, wait, that one's not the right one. This one right there. Okay, now this one is 4 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And this one is 1/2 an inch by 4 inches. And it's just going to get layered on top of there for inside the card. This is going to go inside the card. Okay, so let's go ahead and just glue some of these elements together, and then we'll do some stamping. And we'll get this put together. Let me know if you have any questions on those. How is everybody doing today? It's rather hot here today. But I'd love to know how all of y'all are doing. Are y'all doing anything fun this weekend, or did you do anything fun this weekend? Yesterday I did some cleanup in my craft space. Although whenever you do cleanup, I seem to tend to make more mess, but I guess I would say it doesn't feel like I made a lot of accomplishment here. So I'm just putting this down inside of the card right here, just to bring some of that front elements to the inside of the card like I did over here. And then we'll stamp on the inside of the card when we get to do all that stamping. So it seems like a good opportunity right now to work on some of that. So I am going to grab my Calypso Coral and the Coastal Cabana, and let's see, I was thinking to put something on our envelope as well. So while I've got all this stuff happening, I thought we would do all of that at once. So let's start out with that. I'm going to use Calypso Coral for that here, and I've got the trees right here. So let's just do some Calypso Coral trees on the front. That'll be fun. And you really could do them in just about any color, but I think that's a nice set for this particular card. Now we have our sentiment that we need to stamp on here, and I think I'll continue with the best there is right here. Looks good. So I'm just gonna put that, there we go, a little up towards that, the rounded part. I'm just letting all that yummy ink sink into the cardstock. That looks really good. Really good. Okay. So, I guess we need our inside of the card stamped. And we were doing this one, which I think I just did with wild wheat, so I want to clean it. So there we go. And we'll stamp that on the inside here, right up here. Wonderful. All right, then we have some stamping to do on our pieces of on the little twig pieces. So I'm going to do the Misty Moonlight first because this ink pad is still so difficult here. No matter what we do, we'll have to clean some off. Looking, where's, I don't want to mess that up. Here's a little scrap. I was just looking for a little scrap paper. Oh, not this one. This one first. All right, so I got our little dots texture to just stamp onto the leaves here. All right, so that's the Misty Moonlight. And then we're going to clean this off good. These little dots, they're not easiest to clean. I'm going to go ahead and do our tree while we're here, and the other ones that we used while I have my cleaning chamois out. All right, so now we're going to do some Calypso Coral dots on here. So that looks good. All right, so you've seen all of that before, so I'm not going into a whole lot of discussion around it. I'll keep that just in case. And I think that's everything right now. So let's go ahead and put this piece together. So I'm going to start on one side to do the best we can about lining it up, right? To try and get our border as straight as possible, right? So we'll work on this side then. Yeah, I like to decorate the insides of my cards, and if I don't do it when I'm making the card, I won't come back and do it. So that's why I try, if we're making a card, to go ahead and do it, because I just think it looks so nice. All right, there we go. All right, are you guys excited about getting the new June kit? I'm kind of excited about it. I'm looking forward to the bright, cheerful colors of the in colors. They really are pretty. I think it'll be a fun kit. So kind of looking forward to that. Just, been working on this one for a few weeks. Get ready for something new to play with. Yeah. Okay, so we have this one that we're putting down here. Again, just trying to have this be straight across here. I swear, I think my eyes play tricks on me with all of that. All right, so we have this. Now we're going to need to layer these, and just putting a little drop of glue there, and here I'm just tilting this a little bit to have it go off to the side like so. And then this piece, the way I did this is I'm gluing this right on here, okay? And I used my grid mat to put it all together. So I know that this is just barely 3 inches right here, and that this is 4 1/4. So I knew that I could line this up like so. There we go. May need to get my little glue eraser right there. Seems like I got some glue up here. See if I can get that off of there. My little yucky glue eraser. There we go. Very nice. All right, so that's that. I'm going to take this little piece of gunk off of here. All right. Okay, now we can kind of start to put this together. So this is just going to get centered right here on the front, like so, with, again, using my multi-purpose liquid glue. And doing my best to like center this down on the card. Looks good. This piece is going to go on here. I've got a little bit of an overlap right here. Right here. Just taking that off of there. All right. Okay. It's like trying to decide, you know, all these fun colors. Like I hate covering any of them up, but you're going to no matter what. So I think that's about the same as the other one. So what I ended up doing here is we're going to put this down on the back of the message right here. We're going to go ahead and tack it down. And then we're going to put dimensionals on this part right here. But this is going to get glued down so that you have a little bit of a lift for this card. So as you can see here, I've glued this piece down, but I put dimensionals on this other part to kind of raise it up and give it a little bit more shadow and whatnot. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. I think we'll do it a little bit of a different direction just for some fun. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, so let's see. Like so. I think it's going to go right there. Just a little bit of a change up. That's what we got. And yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm going to put some glue down here. Okay. And then I got dimensionals, and they're going to go right here. Right here. Right there. Right there. Right there. So get these off of here. Go ahead and get this put down so that we have it. Like so. Very fun. What do you think? Very very similar, right? Just tad different. I like it. All right, so we're going to add some of those metallic gems to this card as well. I really like them. I think this just feels summery to me. So I put on this one the last time, the, I guess, rose gold color. So I'm going to just stick with that and let that continue like so. Looks good. I hope you like some of these, and appreciate everybody watching. And so there you have it. And the inside, just a nice inside. And so that's our second card, okay? Plus we had our really fun envelope that we did. All right, this last card is sort of inspired by a card that I just saw online. I think it was Elizabeth Price that did it. And I did it a little differently, but it's one of these diagonal folds, but it has a nice, simple on the inside. Using a lot of the pieces from the kit, but I also brought in some of the DSP. And so this is the country laced one with the denim looking misty moonlight. And then this is from the inside of the card, one of the card bases. Here's the panel we used for that other circle card, but I took off just a tiny bit, and so I used that on the inside of here, just trying to bring the whole card together as a nice flow. Okay, so we're going to make this card. That's our third and final card for today. So I've got a lot of pieces here already to go for us. And so it shouldn't take too long, but I did not stamp on these leaves the first time, and I think I'll continue with that. We have that piece. Here's the piece we're going to need to stamp on. This is for the inside of the card, okay? And then we have this piece here that's going to get layered on there for the inside. Here's our inside of the card layer as well. And here's the card base. And as you can see, these are the same size. So I'm going to cut off 1/4 of an inch all the way around on this one. And then I'll make a nice frame for that for the front. So we've got a little bit of trimming to do. So I'm going to get my trimmer here and we'll go through that real quick. So on the card base, that's going to fold. We're going to basically cut from one corner to the other on the front piece. So what I am doing is just lining it up on the cutting track, okay? And I'm going to just slowly go into this so that I don't hurt the edge, okay? And there's our diagonal cutoff, okay? So now this is going to fold over just like so. Nice clean edge corner to corner, okay? Now, I haven't trashed this because I don't know if I'll use it for anything, so I have now 2 of those. Could make a whole nother card with it, right? So that's this piece, all right? So I'm just going to set that aside. Then on this one, like I said, I need this 1/4 inch smaller. So I'm going to take that off. Let's see. I'm going to change it up. I'm just going to do it off this side right here, like so. And then I'm going to take 1/4 inch off the top of here. There we go. Now, this little piece I am getting rid of, but this piece here, I'm going to trim this down to 4 inches, I believe. Let's see. What do I have? Guess I don't need 4 inches. I need 3¼ inches. And like so. Yeah, that's what's going to go across that on the inside and getting rid of that piece. Okay. So now I have all my pieces cut. Okay. And let's go ahead and do the inside piece here. Like so. So this is the piece I'm doing now right here. All right, so I'm just going to put this down on the inside or at the bottom of this little panel. Like so. Okay. And then I am going to put a little bit of glue on this strip. Don't need a lot, but a little bit there. And then I'm just going to put that right here at the bottom of this. Just bring in those little elements right there. Afraid that was hanging over, but it's pretty flush right there. Okay, so that's that piece. All right, so now we have our card panel here, and this piece, like I said, this is 5½ inches, and then so it's 4¼ but again I just took it down a smidge below the line so that it didn't get like caught up in the fold. Okay, because that fold does take up space, and so we're gonna glue this down right down on the inside of here. Okay, and it goes edge to edge, so I'm just gonna be like super careful with how I put it down. So I'm just making sure I have all the edges met. Okay, so it's flush on all 3 sides. All right, so now that's the inside of the card, like so. Oh yeah, I did see somebody use Susan, I did see somebody use the one sheet that had a lot of blue on it. They pulled out like one of the fish, I guess there was a whale one and a other sea urchin type stamp sets that they used and did like tone on tone of the background piece and stamped the fish in the water. Yeah, I agree that some of them do look a lot like that. I don't have a lot of those sets, so I'm not sure which ones they are, but those will be beautiful. All right, so this piece is going to go on here with this layered on top of here. So I'm going to put these 2 together first, okay? And like I said, I cut off 1/4 inch on this piece, and then I'll give you the DSP piece here that I am mounting it to. I'll give you that dimension so you have it as well. And that is, where's my handy ruler? Did I go? Oh, hides from me. Okay, so this piece is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, see a little glue poking out here. When you do this, you can really move your glue around underneath, believe it or not. So I'm just kind of making sure I got that off of there. All right, so now the thing that I like about this pattern is that now these corners, they literally line up with that diagonal for you to like get it straight in a sense, okay? And so we are going to put glue on this area of this piece, all right? And that is going to tack this down very nicely, okay? And just like so. Now, I always get worried that I went too far, but it looks like we got it right. So that's that piece, like so. All right, so there's our, the front of our card, right? So very nice. And then what we have here is this piece is going to go on the inside right here. If it gets centered in here, it'll be completely covered up. All right, so we're just going to put this down on in the center of the inside, like so. I think that's right. There we go. And that's that piece of it. All right, so now we do need to stamp on our piece here. We are using Misty Moonlight for this, and I have to fight with my my goodness, to fight with my ink pad to get that open. And oh, I made a mess. I just made a big old mess on my, does not want to ink up. I don't know why. Oh my goodness, I have a mess. I don't want to get that on here. Let's try this again. I think I need to do some work on this stamp pad. It doesn't want to ink very good. Oh, big mess again. All right. We're so careful right here. Hopefully this works. Pretty good. Pretty good. What a mess. I will say, like, this, that is the one nice thing about having all the ergonomical blocks, because they do give you a little more stability when you're holding on to them. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Thanks for the nice comments. Okay, this is our last stamped piece. And this is going to go up here, flush with the wood grain piece on top. All right, so now we're going to put these on. Now, let's see if I put these together. Can we get this lined up right? So if I have those coming like so, can have them coming down like that. I think that would be good. Right here. Now I'm just doing this so that because we're going to put it on dimensionals. So this is just to kind of get the layout. This is one way to get the layout before you put your dimensionals on, okay? So now that we have those there, you can use some dimensionals to put this on. All right. There we go. And again, that just allows a little shadow there. And so there you have our third card and the inside. This just makes a nice inside for the card. Very simple. You could stamp a sentiment on the inside of here, you know, one of these, you know, with love and admiration, you know, or whatever you wanted. This is just easy. You're the best there is for whatever you want. All right, so that is, I believe, 12 cards now, or 9 alternates that we've gone through. And so this week we have these 2, and this 2, and that one. What do you think? I hope you like them. I really appreciate everybody taking the time to join. You know, I love when we get to think creatively and find new ways to use the kits. I believe the kits have a lot to offer, especially when you can bring it in and coordinate it with other products. So I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like them. And I look forward to next Sunday. I'm guessing I won't have my paper pumpkin by next Sunday. So we may look at one of the new kits that I have on the way already. And we'll play around with that. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend and a great week ahead. Bye-bye.